In education, you who are imparting the education is only one piece of the puzzle. The person who's getting the education is the other piece. And I'm very hard on myself when I can't teach everybody, and I know I can't. So the thing that MOOC does is makes you able at a very low cost to educate more people. The problem with MOOCs is that it's right now not high touch. But to provide reasonably good education at a very low cost to millions of people is far better than no education at all. So therefore, I think MOOCs has a role to play. It seemed technology would kind of constrain me. Instead, what has happened is I have started experimenting over the last 2-3 years where I take what I do for a MOOC and I take it back to the residential students who come. I say, I've done it, so you better watch it. And if you don't watch it, I'll presume you've watched it anyways. And luckily, that pressure seems to work. And so the other part of flipping is, what do you do with people in face-to-face time that doesn't make them bored, that makes them take ownership of their learning, and it's not a one-way conversation. So I just many times walk in and say, I don't know what I'm going to do today. How many of you know what we're going to talk about today? And if 80% of the class raises its hand, we say, okay, so what did you struggle with? Then we talk about that. So I'm doing fast track in finance, where in class, I'm doing something that I would have done in an elective 1 year later. So they are about a year ahead in the field in which I am than what they would be. And the content may look the same, but how far they've gone in depth is just unbelievable. I thought that this was impossible. I thought that I'm so cool face to face that there's no way I could compete with a static person. So I teach a very advanced class to executives and I give them all my MOOC material. And at the end of the course, I ask them, who do you like more, me or that person? They say that person, which kind of hurts. But you see, so what I'm saying is my goal of exploring new ways of making knowledge available at the convenience of the learner rather than my convenience seems to have had a huge impact, far more than I'd envisioned. And I seem to teach people who I otherwise couldn't. So that's very empowering. That was one of my main reasons getting it. But I also like the fact that anybody can take this course anytime. I think it's wonderful for the world.